boring, to be honest.
Looks interesting.
What, my life? Nah, it's very boring.
When you can start by talking about your life, no?
Okay,
Every rat man has one eye on moving up a rung,
what can I say?
and the other on his rivals. So you're going to
Where
carry
are
on
you
where
working
and
in?
fester a
I'm
separate
stumped.
base.
I'm not working at the
Sneak
minute,
in,
because I'm
kill
disabled.
the warlord, and enjoy the carnage as
Cyborg?
they fight for his
Disabled.
Cyborg? Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's quick for a gamer.
Give us more.
Pussy Cyborg. That sounds right.
Yeah, I'm Cyborg. Don't worry about it.
I'm not normally one for sneaking around, but killing the leader usually works.
And about your university degree or any degree?
I don't go to university. I went straight into work after school. So when I was 16, I went straight into the job.
Onward, story, onward.
I worked for 11 years, and then I became disabled. And now I'm
I
disabled.
thought many famous people don't go university to.
Yeah, a lot of famous people don't become disabled. So. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Like, yeah, I mean, you can just go straight to work and then do your own business. You might get lucky.
I tried to
about
say
being lucky, it's about being
university
devoted.
is not.
No, you can do it, mate. Go on. Just, I'm pretty sure I can work it
It's
out.
not necessary.
No, it's definitely not necessary to go to university. No.
You can have your education while you're working. You don't need to go to university, so.
You can self-teach yourself. Basically, whatever's on your CV. CV helps you. If you can prove that you can do it, then yeah, that's what you need.
No one cares about degree. Yeah. That's
Degrees-
my experience with workplace.
Yeah, like degrees are like just like a booster. It's just like it doesn't actually do that much. If you can prove that you're better than someone, you're better.
And I forgot where you're from. Germany.
Yeah, I'm from Germany. Yeah,
Cool.
No.
Oh my
He's
God.
Brit. He's
I'm
Brit.
from the UK.
UK.
Yeah, his
Colonized.
accent is really distinct. Like, really.
How am I to say?
Man, like, yeah, come on. Everyone can tell you're from Britain. From
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, why do you think I was from Germany?
What's wrong with your law about knives? I hear this.
Basically, because there's no guns, everyone picks up a knife and stabs each other.
yeah, they have really
many.
strict gun laws.
I always feel it's weird for like people
It's
from.
mainly in London, right? Like in the shit areas of London.
Well, actually, we have the same issue here because most of deaths, violent deaths, was caused by knives, not guns, not all.
But in England, folding knife is almost out of law.
So what? We have really odd laws about knives too.
Oh,
If you dig
in
into it.
Russia, you can buy a folding knife like Dagger, and it's not a weapon.
So in the UK, if you carry any knife, basically, yeah, it's,
You're a suspect. Okay.
yeah.
Well,
I mean,
we have the same issue here. And also, if you have knife present, just present on the site where some tragedy occurs, you can be sued. It's
alright, so
shit like that.
let's get it right. Let's get
I
it right.
have knife like called Steel Killite 4, and it's very dangerous, but it's not
Yeah, but if it's in your
weapon.
house, it's in your house though, isn't it? Like you don't take it out with you.
Getting dropped here.
So it's pretty much the same, all things considered. There are technicalities in both instances. possibly
Yeah,
written
yeah,
here,
yeah,
but generally speaking, if you have a knife with you, you can be stopped. You can be this knife can be confiscated and go onto evaluation. And if you have a knife present on the site of something occurred, you can be sued. That's all.
Yeah, so it's basically if you carry a knife with you out the street, it's considered like, the intent.
Can
to
we
use
drop
it.
up there?
If you've got a knife at your home, then yeah, fuck it, who cares? As long as you don't take some big fat fucking kitchen knife.
And in Russia you can buy pepper spray, and it's okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure about pepper spray here, actually. I think it's illegal here as well, actually.
Yeah, and we have a traumatic
Hey,
weaponry allowed, but it's
laws in-
actually worse.
the laws in the UK are terrible. Like, so for example, if some cunt broke into my house and like tried to steal my shit, if I beat him up, I'd get sued.
Computing is the word you're looking for.
Is it too high crime rate in England?
Only in like London, it's pretty bad. 'Cause, yeah, it's just,
Well, and we need to exclude the last 2 years for obvious reasons. Yeah.
You must truly hate
Coronavirus?
Well, crime rate got up almost everywhere in cities due to COVID.
crime rate in London's always been bad, right? There's gangs.
Yeah.
It's because there's like loads of black kids, like gangs and shit, and they all know.
Well, just consider this. Most of our Russian oligarchs live in London, so, you know.
It's an oligarch.
You don't know what oligarch means?
Yeah, and it like some fucking general or something.
No, it's a system of governance, I guess, where actual power belongs to people, to limited group of people with a lot of money.
Okay, okay.
So oligarchy is, well,
Yeah, I
some
knew the
consider
word.
Russia oligarchy, but now oligarch means a person with a lot of money and some political power.
I thought they were all in America. I thought they were all in America.
Still don't get what you're trying to say.
I thought they were all in America.
No, they live in London. Really.
Oh, well, London's a dog shit area, mate. Don't ever go to London. If you're gonna visit the
Well,
UK,
it have one of the highest or the highest price for property in city. So it's considered like a, you know,
Where live Gorbachev?
Gorbachev, not oligarch, but I don't know.
Another of these blackbirds comes
Really
to
don't know.
challenge me.
Is he still alive?
Showers are always
I think so.
Let me see.
anyway. Why are we looking up at fucking Russian oligarchs, man? Who cares?
Well, USA cares.
Who?
USA. USA.
Oh, USA. Yeah, fuck the USA. No offense, man.
Sure, but for now, USA fucks you.
Well, fuck yeah, how about that?
Well, they try to, for sure. And sometimes they succeed. But sometimes they succeed.
Alright, what's your take on what's his name? Vladimir Putin?
Whom you asking?
I don't know, anyone.
Same, давайте.
What?
What's your take on Putin?
What? My Putin?
Careful,
Take on
careful.
Putin. It's like он спрашивает.
Actually, are you
Quite
allowed
one
to
million.
speak on Putin like that?
No, you're not. You're
what
probably
I
get the KGB.
What I
being
think
on.
about Putin?
Yeah, most like yeah.
I think it's just regular.
Because I don't think people in China can
Of
do
course,
that.
of course he's gonna say that. There's a fucking get a fucking knock on the door. Get some
I don't think he's a regular person at all. But well, I'm pretty sure
I'll see him. It's good knowing you, mate.
he's living a lot, like a
Good
lot.
knowing you, buddy. Good knowing you, buddy.
What? FSB already on your door?
FSB is literally fucking clamoring.
I think there is people more interesting in government
Yeah, Boris Johnson.
because president is just like
Some cunt
sportsman who
I think we've moved the war.
Oh, I know what you mean, right? Yeah. I know what you mean.
sportsman who used in advertisement.
Advertisement. Well, it's definitely not the case with other countries, so I'm not sure about fucked, but
I mean, you're fucked.
and I love to be fucked. Yeah.
I mean, you dissed Putin, mate. You're fucked. You're gonna end up in the fucking Kremlin somewhere in a dungeon.
It's funny how all the people in our country keep saying some stuff like this. That if you shit on Putin, you're gonna end up somewhere, blah 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 blah. But they keep saying that for last 20 years.
Hey, what happened to that guy? What happened to that fucking guy who was like chatting shit on Putin? He got fucking sent down to prison.
What guy?
I can't remember his name. It's some Russian. Basically, he tried to impose Putin, and then they put him on fucking 10 years jail sentence.
You would need to specify. There are, the thing is, in our country, unless you really start to fuck up with high politics, no one really cares. Like, really, no one cares. So once you start to clash with big boys, yeah. Oh Jesus! It's a clown that most likely actually made by Putin.
But
And
like for
used by
example,
Putin.
like Chinese people are not allowed to like really discuss politics in the internet. So how about Russians?
Well, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. All the people who keep saying that you can't discuss politics, they keep discussing politics publicly for 20 years. No one cares.
Hey, if I shit on Putin,
Well, like
No.
in China,
You can cheat on Putin on a federal TV shows easily.
Yeah, but
in the
then you end up
internet,
with
like
a-
everything is
Yeah, and in Internet
God.
too. So
Deleted.
no one really cares unless you start to really clench with big guys. Not
I mean,
speaking
yeah,
something, but doing
speaking
something.
in personally, usually it's okay. But,
No, and even publicly you can speak whatever you want, but unless you start to actually do something to them.
okay, that's
Bullshit
better
about
than
it.
China, I would say.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Like, if you're in China, you get immediately fucking...
China is
if you say
really
Winnie
fucked
the,
up.
If you say Winnie the Pooh on the street, you fucking get escorted into a dungeon.
What I always wondered about, even when I was in first classes of school, Winnie the Pooh. It's like poo, like excrements.
No, it's
What the
spelled with
fuck
hate.
is this name?
It's spelled with hate.
Winnie, you are poo. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
call me
when-
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh, mate. What's wrong with I used to grow up on Winnie the Pooh.
So Navalny actually is a really interesting figure in our country. So you might want to dig in. My opinion, it's
Good thought.
actually Putin's creation.
Doubt it. Then he fucking Novichok.
So
Oh man,
think about it for a second. Same guys who poisoned allegedly Litvinenko in your country with polonium, deadly.
Yeah, he got Novichok.
Same guys used Novichok twice, and twice they fucked up. How
Yes,
does it
right.
make sense?
Russians
Like
are
really?
It always makes me laugh.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. Who actually, for a second, believe it's a real story? Like, come on.
It is pretty funny.
It's so fucking obvious, but everyone pretends like it's serious. Like, really? In our country too, it's like, what the fucking hell with you guys.
It's the other normies are like, oh man, we're against Russia. Everyone paints Russia as bad.
I believe it's more or less the same in every
Bad
country.
people is fucking Morocco.
I take out my frustrations where I can, wizard. And since
They're
I'm
always the
hungry
baddies.
if I shoot one of you, but Atling, stay out of its sights.
What generally good in my opinion about Russia compared to most of other countries?
I think it's Russia should be.
There is real multiculturalism. I believe it's called.
Is there? Fuck. Have you ever been to London?
Multiculturalism in Russia.
Yeah.
I thought you can be gay in Russia.
USA is...
Have different cultures, different races is not same to multiculturalism. Once you have them separated, it doesn't matter that they live nearby.
Russia is literally the worst country ever. You're chatting
Yeah,
the biggest
sure.
politics I've ever heard. Mate, you can't even touch another man's hand in Russia. You get fucking killed.
You can't touch what?
If you, let's say you're in adventure time, we're on the street, and you were holding hands, you get fucking stabbed, mate.
Sure. Man, we
Everyone
have
kept beating you up.
open gay
They'd
clubs
literally-
all over the country. Come on, we have
Wait.
gay people on the
No, you
TV
don't.
all the time.
If you fucking held hands in public, everyone would fucking.
Man, really, we have open gays in government too. So
No, you.
come on, cut off with this bullshit.
No, you don't. You're like literally the most anti-gay fucking country ever.
Yeah, sure.
Only because you just want to be gay, like, there. But you just can't be because you're Russian.
Who tells you this bullshit?
Russia,
Have you
innit?
ever been in Russia?
Yeah, I've been to Moscow.
Wow, cool. When?
We have patrol.
Cut your line.
Potion to someone.
A couple years ago. innit? I went to the Kremlin and I got.
Well, it's one of the most gay cities in.
As a no, I literally witnessed two guys holding hands like that. Everyone started shouting at him like, "You're fucking super gay" and shit like that. I was just like, damn.
I forgot the name of the movie.
Hang on, Jory. I'll give this potion a go.
Analyze it, I believe it's called.
Right. Okay.
Have you seen that movie?
And then moving on.
It's pretty old.
No, I don't think I've seen it. So that's an interesting question, Adventure.
That's the question.
Interesting questions. That were they were. Sorry.
What question?
All of them were pretty interesting.
Он сказал, то есть, что нужно задать вопрос, или то, что он считает, что вопрос интересный?
He's saying that your questions were interesting.
I have many interesting questions.
No, keep going. I can point to the butthole if you need me.
Well, it's easy. You just come to the mirror.
Get to the mirror and you know what? I'm gonna stop.
I have one interesting question. Suicide rate. Is it statistic?
Jesus Christ, that got dark fast. No.
Oh, come on.
Alright, carry on.
You have fucking cancer. Shut up.
Can we use suicide statistics to think about how country is good or bad?
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, look at Japan.
Because
for fuck's sake.
we have
So Japan is a really bad country. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on your life, right? Like, some people... Like, I don't think the suicide rates are as bad in the UK because there are like things.
Well, one of the worst. And
Well, yeah, I mean, it's because there just isn't enough jobs and people just don't get paid enough and they just can't.
well,
Can't.
in Japan, it's absolutely opposite.
Some lumber.
Nah, I thought Japan was just like because they work so hard they just can't do anything.
I believe it's not about work hard. It's about legalized slavery.
Yeah, it's pretty much slavery. Yeah, that's why they go to that forest.
Legalized slavery in Japan?
Yeah, you in Japan you can have a lifelong contract.
You owe me for this.
It's legal, and most of big conglomerates, how does it call Zaibatsu, right?
Zaibatsu.
Да, как Zaibatsu. Zaibatsu, I believe it's called Jaibatsu. They actually operate this way. Once you come into some big company, you would work there for the rest of your life. That's basically it.
Pretty much, pretty fucked up.
And
That's what most people go and neck
culture of
themselves.
abuse in Japan firms is really fucked up.
Everything's like,
Your
so-
boss can just hit you in the face like nothing happens. Like go on with your day, like bam, smack in the face, and keep going. No one cares.
I mean, suicide's very like.
I would rather say that suicide's more tied to cities. The bigger cities, more suicidal.
Depends on the person, mate. Fucking hell, like, you could be. I mean, yeah, sure, the city takes it.
If you just take a stress toll, and the more stress you have, the more likely you commit suicide. It's obvious, right?
Yeah, obviously. Like, especially in London, fucking hell. Like, you seen the prices of houses? Yeah, it costs more to rent a flat, a tiny little flat in London.
Just
And it does
notice
buy a
how we
house.
talk about two countries that still have monarchies. England and Japan, both fucked up. Well, you can say that Putin is a monarch of Russia, so yeah. In a way, we are monarchy too.
Don't let it scare you. No sorrow.
Let me look at suicide rates. Suicide rates.
There is
You-
suicide rate statistics in Wikipedia, but I don't
it's
think
tough.
it's...
It's really fucked up.
oh yes.
Suicide rates by country.
For example, I believe in USA they count suicide attempts.
Well, apparently Russia is the ninth in suicide.
It's just a cultural thing, like because the samurai culture, just suicide is a
It
honorable
doesn't
thing.
seem that way. We had a study about that when I was in a third year, and it seems like during I'm not sure is it called the same in English. We call it Japan Miracle. It's a time period after World War II when they really started to grow a lot. During that period, there was not that much suicide, really. So, well, obviously, right after the Second World War, there were a bunch, but it decreased in like 5 years, and it was really, really low for a long time, up until 80s. So it doesn't seem it's a cultural thing, but well, my own opinion is about city life and organizing city life taking a toll. And what we talked with Alexander about a series of experiments called Universe, it shows that it's absolutely the same with even mice. So it definitely comes down to
Storm vermin. They're
societies clamped up in a low area with a lot of people in it. And there we
Experiment 25.
Universe 72, Universe
I just
75.
wanna, what adventure time? What made you even ask that? You know.
What?
Что заставило тебя спрашивать такие вещи? Почему ты спрашиваешь просто?
Because I want to choose country where I can live without problems.
I mean, the UK's got a pretty low suicide rate compared to Russia. That's what you're trying to ask.
It's depends on how you count it.
But then there's a lot less people there, so.
It's all about how you count it. For example, here, as well as in USA, we count suicide attempts. But in some countries, they don't count suicide attempts, but only confirmed suicides.
Let's be honest. If I lived in the UK, if I lived in the USA, I would probably play male. That says a lot, right?
Let's be real. If you lived in the USA, you would be Trump, man.
No, I would have literally bought a fucking gun.
By the way, in USA, like already half of the country have even more fucked up laws about guns than you have in UK.
I mean, it's really hard to get a gun. If you're gonna get a gun, it's like a shotgun. It's probably for farming.
Depends on.
I mean, unless you go to London, right? You go to London.
Oh, you're talking about the UK. Well, once again, in USA, there are a lot of I don't know, like Jersey. If you try to get gun there, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, sure. But, I mean, in general, USA is a lot easier to get a gun than anywhere else.
In general, it's totally dependent on the state.
Oh, what about Texas?
Yeah.
You go to Texas.
Well, in Texas, it's okay as far as I know. It's let's say slightly less regulated than average, but it's not as free as people used to say. It's like a common talking point, but it's far from reality. For example, this summer they tried to get a bill through about getting handguns free. Because right now it's really regulated. You can't just buy it. You have open carry in Texas. Right?
How do you know so much about US laws?
Actually, I got pretty interested in common law systems like 3 or 4 years ago. So.
Okay.
And the whole government system in USA is actually, in my opinion, quite good. Because all the federations are really let people live inside one country with really different views on how you need to govern. It's like if you actually can go from one side of the country to another where you have different laws, it's good. But
because people can choose their own law, you think? Because people can choose their own law.
Still don't get what you're trying to say.
You mean it's good to have different laws?
It's good when you have different ways to organize societies inside one country. So if you for example, don't want to strict regulations to be in his life, he can live in a state where there is none, where people like he live. And if some other guy who think, oh no, I don't want this guy to own a gun, for example, we're talking about that. He can leave this state and go another state. And in my opinion, most issues USA have in the last couple of decades or more comes to too much concentrated power on a federal level, and that's where all this shit starts to get out. Well, it's how I see it. And I would actually like our country to get more federalized. And in a way it is, because, for example, there are some autonomous republics in Russian Federation that have laws so different to other side of the country. So, well, how to say it? It's viewed like also we have some big figures in our political area that call for why they live that way. If you live in Russia, you need to live by federal law, etc., etc. But in a way, it's good that they have so different way of living. So those who want to live by Sharia law just go there and fuck them, right? In a sense, because for example, what Badge is saying about in London. It's all about Muslim immigration, right?
Isha.
Badger.
Oh, what?
Typical Badger. Throw
Hey,
shit on the fan and then move out.
Mate, it's fucking half 7.
I'm saying that a lot of crime shit related crime related shit in your country right now comes from Muslim immigration and their attempts to get into your society, right? So that's what I'm saying about here too, because people who try, who are really religious in the Muslim sense, they want to live this way. Let them live where they want to live, right? So get them in their side of the country. It's their side of the country, their laws, and everything. Okay. For example, we have a city of Kazan. It's really become in late decade a big propaganda point of our government, where Muslims and Christians live together in one city for thousands of years, and they live okay.
Yeah,
It's just because they learn to live together.
RCM knows what he's on about. I'm actually just gonna go to bed.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, it was good to meet you, boys. Adventure time.
Oh, how dare you assume my gender?
Do you want to go to sleep or something
yes,
else?
me go sleep. Me go sleepy boys.
Me go sleep, you go
Good night
play.
then.
You keep your English up, mate. You're doing good.
I think it's morning in Russia now. Oh, there you go. I don't know where you are.
Yeah, it's half 7 right now.
One of you is UK and Germany and Russia.
It's almost
Where the
midday.
Where the fuck are you getting Germany from? There's 2 Russians, an Englishman, and a fucking. Wait, where are you from again? Hong Kong. Yeah, Hong Kong.
Someone said
It's
Germany.
Adventure Time thought for some reason that Badger is from Germany. I have no idea where it came from.
Because in Vermintide I usually play with Germany guys.
Ah, okay.
Right.
Because yeah,
That automatically makes me German. Alright.
well, funnily enough, that German accent sounds a lot like Russian accents in English.
It doesn't. Jesus
It does. Well, alright, I will show you later. Go get your sleep, nonce. Oh,
Good night.
by the way, Vernon, do you know what nonce means?
No, what language is that?
See? It's English. I'm telling you, Badger, it's just UK thing.
Yeah, it's UK slang. I know that.
Yeah.
I told you this fucking before, you nonce.
You talk nonsense again.
Yeah, well, nonsense for a nonce, isn't it? Right, I'm fucking going to bed.
Yeah.
Just because I live in US, I'm not an expert in English. Don't
Yeah,
ask
it's
me
a really
about that.
UK thing. It's
Yeah.
I could, yeah, in a bit.
I had a sound like someone joined the channel.
It's me, you fucking cunt.
Oh, you sound so sexy, suddenly.
I mean, I can talk like this if you want,
I will.
really.
Yeah.